Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, beautiful and nice pupils. In this video, I am going to discuss a brief, concise, and complete summary of the book Rich Dad Poor Dad, written by American writer Robert T.Kiyosaki. This is Robert T.Kiyosaki. So, this is one of the top and best-selling book regarding financial education and financial literacy. Also, friend, the writer of the book, Robert T.Kiyosaki, is still alive, and nowadays he is one of the richest person of America and has a net worth of $100 million or $10 crore. And also, Robert T.Kiyosaki is nowadays one of the top entrepreneur, businessmen, investor, motivational speaker, financial education activist, and also the founder of the Rich Dad Poor Dad company. So, in this book, Robert Kiyosaki basically wants to teach us financial literacy and to teach us that how a person can control on their financial matters, and also that how a person can invest their money effectively, wisely, and productively, so that the invested money can generate for that person a passive income, and it become a source of passive income for that person. So, this is one of the top and best-selling books. So, in this book, Robert Kiyosaki said that the main reason people struggle financially throughout their lives is because that people spend years in schools and learn nothing about money. So, its result is that these people learn to work for money, but never learn to have money work for them. Also, Robert Kiyosaki said that a person can be highly educated, professionally successful, but financially illiterate. So, friends, here I want to clear the point first that Robert Kiyosaki is not against our education, but he is basically against our education system. He said that sadly, money is not taught in our school. So its result is that a child may graduate with excellent grade, but with a poor person, financial programming and financial mindset. He also said that our highly educated politicians and other government officials making financial decisions with little or no training in the subject of money. So, according to Robert T.Kiyosaki, financial education is very necessary and very important along with university education or college education. So, he said that a person wants to be financially stable and financially sound, then he must acquire financial education. So, this is some points about Robert Kiyosaki. So now let's come to the summary of this book. In this book, Robert Kiyosaki basically explained his own story of his life. He said that I have two dads, a poor one and the rich one. Here, the poor dad is his real dad, while the rich dad is his friend Mike dad. He said that my poor dad is highly educated and intelligent. He had a PhD and completed all of his advanced studies on full financial scholarships from the Stanford University, University of Chicago, and Northeastern University. But on the other hand, his rich dad was 8th class dropout and never completed his higher education. But Robert Kiyosaki said that my both dads were successful in their careers and both earned substantial income. But he said that my poor dad struggled financially throughout their lives, while my rich dad was one of the richest person of Hawaii. And at last, when he said that when my poor dad died, then he left bills to be paid. And when his rich dad died, and he left millions of dollars, tens of millions of dollars to his families and charities. So, he said that although my both dads were strong, charismatic, and influential, in their practical life, and both offered me advice, but offered me different advice on financial matters. For example, he said that my rich dad said that lack of money is the root of all evils, while his poor dad said that love of money is the lack of all evils. Similarly, he said that my poor dad had the habit of saying that I cannot afford it. But my rich dad forbade those words to be used. Instead of those words, he was saying that, how can I afford it? Here friends, one is the question, I cannot afford it. One is the statement, this is the statement, I cannot afford it. While the other is the question, how can I afford it? So Robert T.Kiyosaki said that my rich dad saying that by automatically saying that I cannot afford it, your brain stop working. And by asking the question, how can I afford it, your brain is put to work, and your brain start thinking, and this way new ideas comes to your mind. So Robert Kiyosaki also said that my reader was saying that I am exercising my mind about finances in this way. In this way, my brain is stronger about finances. So Robert Kiyosaki also said that my reader was saying that automatically saying that I cannot afford it was a sign of mental laziness. Also, friends, there are these two dads have different points of view. For example, he said that when the subject of money came, then my poor dad has the habit of putting his brain into sleep, while my rich dad has the habit of exercising his brain when it came to finances. And thus, its long-term result is that my rich dad grew stronger financially, and the poor dad grew stronger, and the poor dad grew weaker financially. Also, Robert Kiyosaki said that my rich dad advised me that my poor dad advised me that study hard so that you can find a good company to work for. While on the other side, my rich dad advised me that study hard so that you can find a good company to buy and provide job opportunities for other pupils. Also, Robert Kiyosaki said that my rich dad encouraged talking about money and businesses at the dinner table, while my poor dad forbade the subject of money and business to be discussed over a meal. Also, Robert Kiyosaki said that whenever a matter of money comes, then my poor dad advised me that play it safe and don't take any risks, while my rich dad advised me that play and learn to manage risks. Similarly, Robert Kiyosaki said that my poor dad was always saying that I will never be rich, and it became reality. And he said that my poor dad died poor and lived spiritually dead. While he said that my rich dad always referred himself rich. And even he said that when my rich dad encountered some huge losses or some major financial setback, then he would also refer himself rich, and he would cover himself by saying that there is a clear difference between being poor and being broke. He said that poor is eternal, while broke is temporary. So, friends, there is different points of view of your thinkings, the rich dad and poor dad. But now let me clear the meaning of these two words. That is the assets and the liabilities. First, I have cleared the meaning of these two keywords. That is assets and liabilities. So remember, assets is that thing that puts money in our pockets, while liability is that thing that takes money away from our pocket. For example, assets is the real estate, businesses that puts money in our pocket. While liability is expensive mobile phone, expensive car, expensive house, and so on. That takes money away from our pocket. So Robert Kiyosaki also writes in his books that what is the reason that the rich become richer every day, and the poor become poorer every day? So the main reason is that in the middle class people and the poor people work in a job from 9 to 5 and earn used use their money in their daily expenses and use the rest of their money on liabilities, and don't invest the rest of their money on assets. While the rich people, when they do job, they use their money on their expenses and they use the rest of their money on their assets. So in this way their asset increases. They don't use money on liabilities. So that's why the poor people become poorer every day, because they're only dependent on their job, on the source. Their only source of money is their job, and the only source of income is their job. So that's why the poor become richer every day, while the rich people increase their assets column, and that's why the rich people they get richer every day. So, and Robert T.Kiyosaki called this a red race for poor people. For example, the poor middle class people work in a job from 9 to 5 and earn money and use their money in their daily expenses, and use the rest of your money for liabilities. And this cycle continues: job, expenses, liabilities. And Robert Kiyosaki called this cycle a rat race. Also, friends, Robert Kiyosaki categorized different cash flow pattern for different pupils. For example, here we have the cash flow pattern for poor persons. In poor persons doing job from 9 to 5, and when they earn money, if their income comes from their salary, then they use their money in their daily expenses, and they have no assets and no liabilities. And this cycle continues. And Robert Kiyosaki called this cycle a rat race. That's why Robert Kiyosaki said that poor people only have expenses. They have no assets, no liabilities. Assets and liabilities column is empty. This is the cash flow pattern for a person in a middle class. When a middle class person, a person from middle class do job, they earn money, the income, then they use their money in their daily expenses and use the rest of their whole money on liabilities. For example, expensive car, expensive watch, etc. And this cycle continues. Job, income, expenses, liabilities, and this cycle continues. So that's why Robert T.Kiyosaki said that the middle class people invest money on liabilities, and they think that they are assets. They think that their mobile is their assets, their car is their assets, but they are not assets, they are liabilities. They take money away from their pocket. Now, here we have the cash flow pattern for rich person. When rich person do job, they organize their money. Their income comes from their salary, then they use their salary in their daily expenses and use the rest of their money in their assets and increase their assets. So in this way, the assets generate back for them a passive income. This is a passive income. The asset generates back for them a passive income, and thus his income column increases, and also their assets increases. And then when their asset generates more money, then they use their passive incomes for liabilities. Sometimes they use after that, they use their passive incomes for liabilities. So in this way, their assets column increases, and it generates for them passive income, and that's why their income increases. That's why the rich people grow richer, while the poor people grow poorer every day, because the cost of the things increases each and every day, and your routine is the same. That's why these people don't have assets. Similarly, these people also don't have assets, but these people have assets. That's why rich people become richer every day. After Robert T.Kiyosaki classified the cash flow quadrant, and in this way he categorized pupils that where their money comes from. Here is the cash flow quadrant. That is the ESBI. Here E is for employee, S is for small business or self-employed, B is for big business, and I is for investor. So friends, this is a short and brief summary of the book Rich Dad Poor Dad. In this summary book, Robert Kiyosaki basically focuses on the point that you must have to invest some money from your salary on assets. Not invest the whole money on liabilities, the rest of the whole money on liabilities. significantly. So in this way, you will be growing richer each and every day. But in this book, there is a total of 6 lessons. People can also read it in this book. This is Rich Dad Poor Dad. There is a total of 6 lessons. That is the lesson number 1 is the rich don't work for money. The rich have money work for them. Now lesson number 2 is why teach financial literacy. Financial literacy is very important. That's why Robert T.Kiyosaki said that a person may be highly educated, professionally successful, but financially illiterate. Third lesson is mind your own business. The fourth lesson is the history of taxes and the power of corporations. And the fifth lesson is the rich invent money. And the sixth lesson is work to learn, don't work for money. So, dear friends, I hope that you will learn and enjoy the summary of the book of Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert T. Kiyosaki. So take care of yourself and your family and the healthiest people around you. Thank you.